All right. I think we are live. Hello, everyone. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. I'm really excited about tonight's conversations because we're going to keep it real. You may have seen people talking about online businesses or building online businesses, creating more flexibility or wanting something beyond their traditional 9 to 5. But tonight, rather than me standing here and telling you what it is all about, I want you to hear it directly from my lovely people who I have here with me, who are actually on this journey. So, we are going to talk about the real stuff, the reasons why we started, the doubts we had, what surprises came along, and what we would say to someone who's watching tonight and thinking, could this actually be something for me? So I'm Anisha and I'm a registered nurse by profession. I am in Brisbane, Australia, and I'm a mom of two lovely kids. I'm going to hand over to Regina to introduce herself as well.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Regina Karim. I'm originally from Fiji. Also living in Brisbane, Australia. Retired and proud digital business owner. Yes, I have been doing this business for the last 4 years, enjoying it because it keeps my brain active, it keeps my brain stimulated, and it gives me the chance to interact with people across the globe, just like I'm doing now virtually with these lovely ladies. So that's all for me. Thank you, Anisha.
Thank you, Regina. That's lovely. Over to Ela.
Thank you so much, Anisha. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Ila. I'm originally from Bangladesh. I'm working as a pathology collector and I'm doing this digital marketing business proudly. I'm wife, I'm mom of two beautiful kids, and I'm doing this business because I want more flexibility. I want to spend more time with my family. This is my first wife. Thank you so much, Anisha.
Thank you, Ela. Thank you. And over to Sunday.
Thank you so much, Anisha, and I'm so grateful to be here. Hello, everyone. My name is Sunday. I'm originally from South Sudan. You can see the South Sudan flag up there. Currently living in Townsville, Australia. I'm a mother of four. I'm a wife, and I'm so passionate about helping everyday people start up an online business through our Prevent system. Thank you so much, sis.
Thank you. Thank you, Sunday. So you'll have all seen, and you can see our banners as well. It just talks about ourselves, who we are, and we are real people over here. So without any further delay, let's start. So my first question is going to be to Sunday. So Sunday, what made you decide to start this business in the first place?
Thank you so much, Anisha. I do have so many reasons why I started this business. My number one reason is my family, my children. Back home, I was born in South Sudan, and then just when I grew up, there was war, and then we became refugees. I were in the refugee came with my parents, and then I lost my parents during the war. During that time in the refugee camp, um, growing up was a very hard time. I promised myself that time when I was a refugee as a child, I wanted to have a better life. And then, with the grace of God, I finished high school with the help of sponsorship from the United Nations and some good Samaritans that helped. I got a job in South Sudan. Started up a family, started having children. But one thing that I realized was that I was working well, but I did not have enough time with my children. And then I got um, this amazing online business that was online, but I did not see it as something that was that I could do because I was still seeing myself in that uh, suit of being a refugee orphan girl. But I remember very well that I promised myself to have a better life. I never knew that God was showing me a pathway because He knew what was going to happen in the future. After a short while, there was war in my country, and then my I was going to be a refugee for the second time, but I did not want because of the experiences that I got when I was a refugee first time. So my husband brought my children to Uganda, the neighboring country. I remained back there because I refused to be a refugee for the second time. But time came that I had no choice. I had to choose between life or becoming a refugee for the second time. When I became a refugee for the second time, I lost my job. I lost everything. I remember this business that I got when I was still working. And that really pained me because I did not have money. There was no money coming in. What I had was just very little, and it was just going to finish because we were urban refugees in Kampala. But that time, I did not have enough money. I did not have, by the time when my children were in refugee, I was in South Sudan. One day, my daughter asked me a question that really broke my heart. She asked me, why are you not staying with me all the time? I never told her that I did not want to be a refugee for the second time, but I just told her, mommy is just working so you can have food. But that time, that broke me because she collected some papers and she told me, when I told her that I'm just staying there to get money, she said, how much can I pay you to get money to for you so you can stay with me? That broke my heart so much, and it made me think of my dream when I was in the refugee camp. I told myself that I want to live a better life. I wanted my children, if God will give me children, I want them to have a better life. And also remembering now I don't have another stream of income, and that better life that I promised myself that I was going to give my children was not going to become a reality. So I had no other choice, but I went back to my emails because I got this business some 1 year and some months back. So I registered and just took a leap of faith. I started this business when I was a refugee in Uganda. For the second time, I was a refugee, and that was the most difficult thing that I just kept learning in the business. I kept learning. But why I started the business was because I really wanted to change my story. I wanted my children to have a different story from the story that I had of lacking food, lacking better education. It was a lot of things going on, but my main reason was my family, my children. And I realized that time that God was showing me something before the real problem came up. So it really reminded me that many of us, when we are working and we get an opportunity, we tend to say, oh, I am comfortable in my job. Sometimes it's not just a coincidence. Sometimes it's God appointed time that God is showing this is an opportunity that will help you in the future. But because we are so comfortable in the place where I was, I thought I was comfortable, but I was wrong. So I started this business because really I wanted to rewrite my story. I wanted my children to have a better life, not lacking food, not lacking anything. So with time, we God opened for us a way. We came to Australia with my family. So the amazing thing is that the business works in all parts of the world. So I just continued with my business. When I moved to Australia, now I made 1 year and I think 1 year and 1 week in Australia, and I continue running my business. This business helped me a lot, change my mindset, change a lot of things in my life. So I think I'll keep talking a lot about the business, but that's the main reason why I started the business, Anisha. I hope that answers that. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunday. Thank you. Honestly, every time I hear your story, it really gets me goosebumps because you being a refugee, you've gone through so much and you've never stopped. And it's hats off to you and your family as well who supported you through this whole journey. And the fact that they also trusted and knew that they had the faith in you that you will do something for them. And you've moved and you've come to Australia where you're in a safer and a better place. So it's really, really inspiring. And whoever's watching and listening live out there, if a person like Sunday can do this, I'm sure people like you and me who have not had this hard life can definitely do it. If you think you want to make a change for your family, for your own future, for your own good, reach out to any of us and or put it in the comments and we will get back to you. Okay, so without any further due time, let's go to our next question. Thank you so much, Sunday, once again. So the next question is something I'm going to answer. So my question I get asked a lot is that how do you think that you've overcome this whole journey of starting this online business? So before you started, what was your biggest fear or doubt? Is something that everybody asks me. How on earth, being a nurse, you've just gone and done something like this? Honestly, I was looking for something different. I was looking for uh, a change in a good way. Not that I don't love nursing. I love my nursing job. I've been a nurse for almost 20 years now. And it's a fast paced life. But I think when you reach to a certain age, when you have kids, you have a family, that's when you realize you need a second source of income. The one source of income from your one job is not enough to run a family, especially given today's day and age where things have gone really expensive. Everything is expensive: schooling, the kids, their activities. There's so much. And that's where I'm thankful that I took the leap of faith and joined this business. This doesn't just give me a second source of income, it literally just helps me on the side. It's like a little side hustle. I had a lot of fears, a lot of doubts before I started. The main fears and doubts that I had was about what people are going to say. What are my friends or family going to say? Are they going to support me? Are they going to be with me in this journey? To be honest, to start with, my husband was very skeptical. But now he's become a part of it as well because he can see how this business is actually changing our lives. And it's really a good business. So given that, I still had lots of doubts whether I would succeed in this business because I never had any technology skills. Till date, I'm still learning a lot of technology stuff which we do in this business, but I did not have any of those skills. But they teach you everything. It's such a lovely community support that we have. I've never left, I've never felt like I've been alone in this business, in this journey of mine. There's somebody every now and again. If I need any help, I can just message somebody and ask for some questions. Everything is cleared. So you got to have that mindset to say, if I want to make this change, this is something I want to do, and I will change my life. I will change it for my betterment, for my future, for my family. Because sometimes you got to be selfish and think about yourself as well. How long are you going to keep working and struggling just to meet your needs in the home? It is not easy. I find it really hard on some days when I'm doing my night shifts, I'm doing day shifts. It's a juggle. And then with the kids' schooling, their activities, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So that's when I realized I need to slow down. I need to look after my health as well, my future. And that's where the fear has now come over. And I have reached that point where I'm very comfortable in what I'm doing. I don't have that fear. If people have to talk about it, they can come and talk to me. You don't have to talk behind my back or anything like that. So there's a lot of help here, a lot of support. So that's a brief on how I overcame fear before I started this business. So sometimes you hear successful people also say that you have to have that confidence. Yes, you do have to have that confidence, but confidence just doesn't come overnight. You will build it and you will learn how to grow with it. So that's all from me. All right. So whoever's watching us live, If you all are still interested and wanting to know more, please put your name and comments and ask us for any questions, and we'll come back with some more live discussions in the coming weeks. All right. Our next question goes to Ela. So, Ela, now that you've actually been on this journey, what's something that has surprised you the most since starting this business?
Thank you for this beautiful question, Anisha. Um, actually, I was surprised for so many things. Before I joined this business, I never realized how big this organization or the business is. This one was my first surprise I got when I got into the business. And after day by day, after few months, I realized this is actually the system where you can learn unconditionally if you want. If you give your 100%, if you try your best, if you are consistent, you can earn lots of money from here, from our business. And that's actually surprised me because the opportunity is unlimited. It's sky is the limit, what we said about our business opportunity. It was my first surprise actually about our business. But I'm gonna elaborately discuss with two surprise that I was surprised about this. One thing that has really surprised me since starting this journey is how much other people's stories can change your mindset. Honestly, when I was joining this business, I have no idea about this, how strong our community is. When you listen to someone else's journey, their struggles, their doubts, where they started, and how far they have come, you start realizing that everyone has a different story. But many of us have the same fears and challenges. Like Sunday, our sister Sunday, she just tell little bit about her struggle, her difficulties in her life. So every time, I must say about our mastermind, when I watch, I never miss actually. Last 2 years, I never miss the live. Sometimes I when I miss even, I try to watch the replay because I really like to hear people journey. That this business actually change people's life. So many people in our industry, in our business, that it's totally completely changed their life. So that's why I always try to listen the story and try to motivate myself. So when you listen to someone else's journey, their struggles, you feel more confident, you feel more, you can push yourself more to go beyond. So that's what I feel all the time. That's the one thing. Sometimes you hear someone's story and think, if they could do it, maybe I can do it too. It can completely shift the way you see what's possible for yourself. And that's what I love about being part of a community like this. We are not just learning about a business, we are learning from real people and real experiences. Another thing that surprised me is realizing that we can actually create something that goes beyond just our own success. We can build a legacy, something our children and future generations can benefit from and enjoy. For me, that makes the journey much more meaningful. It's not just about earning an income today, It's about becoming a better version of myself, inspiring others, and creating opportunities that can potentially impact the next generation. These two things, actually two surprises for me from my business. I know when we join the business, I think most of us, we just know that we are looking for something online, or we want to get more money from side hustles or whatever. But this beautiful system, it change our vision, it's change our lifestyle, it's change ourselves personally and professionally. That's what I learned from this business. Thank you, Anisha.
Thank you, Ela. Thank you. As Ela rightly said, what you really learn from these masterminds and watching other people's story is to build your confidence and change your mindset. Because if you can see people from different backgrounds and different struggles really thriving in this business, definitely we all can do it as well. You don't know where this journey is going to take you, but if you change that mindset of yours, you definitely know where it's going to take you. All right. So, our last question for the night is so I want to make this last question really personal. So, there must be someone here watching us tonight who has been curious, and someone who's been watching us all for a while. Maybe they're interested, they're still sitting on the fence. So, I'll let Regina answer this. And, Regina, can you speak directly to these people and what would you say to them?
Thank you, Ila. Yes, please do not sit on the fence. You will hurt yourself. Jokes aside, jokes aside, the thing is, I cannot match Sunday. Your story is just so amazing. I always tell her, please write a book. It will be a bestseller. And Ela, definitely what you have said, it touches so many, the stories that we hear in the mastermind and in the gather and grow events that we have throughout the world. You know, the stories that you hear from people who have been in the business and are successful. My God, they came from wherever they were, and then what they have achieved in this business, because this business can give you that if you let yourself, do what the business, the training helps you with. So anyone who is curious and wants to know more about the business, wants to do it, but is not sure about it, is sitting on the fence, as the question goes, please give yourselves that opportunity, because this business works and it has changed the lives of so many thousands. We have got, I think, close to 300,000 now business owners in our digital community who have changed their lives, and it is changing lives every day. People are joining in hundreds, in thousands every day, because this business works, and it is changing people's lives in so many ways, not just financially. I have grown in this business since I started doing this business. I am an introvert and a shy person, but this business, the training that we have, teaches you so many things. You will gain confidence. You will be able to talk about the business in a way that professionally people do, because it gives you the confidence. Like we are talking now, we are doing these kind of go lives every time. It builds the confidence gradually. Like confidence is not going to come overnight. It builds gradually, and I have gained so much confidence doing this business for the last 4 years. And the benefits you get from this business is just, it's so many, we can't even name them. You want financial freedom, you want time freedom, you want automation, it's all there. The business works in the background while you enjoy time with your family and friends. And you go anywhere, the business goes with you. You do not have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for mentorship and coaching. It's all free. And the training that we provide is free. and it's there as long as you are in the business. So what more do you want? The support that you get is 24/7. It's global. If you have to do a degree in this digital marketing, you'll be paying thousands and thousands of dollars, but over here the training is free. So if you really compare the things from the outside world to this business that is offered, the difference is huge, and it's more beneficial to those who are seeking to make a change in their life, a positive change where they can earn and grow personally in this business as well. Because as Ila was saying, that you not only build a business, you build a legacy. So this business gives you the opportunity to do that while you are still earning. If you can do this business on the side, you don't have to leave your job, you don't have to quit your job. But we have got so many people who quit their job because this business offers you much more than your 9 to 5 job. So why wouldn't you? And then you don't have to work for anybody, you are working for yourself. You're working for yourself. You don't have to do 9 to 5. You don't have to commute anywhere. You do it from home. You do it in your own time. There is no one standing behind you, telling you this is what you have to do or this is the time frame. It's entirely your choice because it's your business. How you want to build your business, you will decide yourself. No one else is going to do it. No one is going to pressure you in doing anything. So if you are sitting on the fence thinking of doing something but hesitant, there is a promotion going on at the moment which is only 10 days left. It's an amazing opportunity. It has been going for the last 3 months because it is so popular that it has, so many people have joined the business through this promotion, and it's changing their lives. So if you want to change, there is no pressure. You can join, and then if you think this is not for you, you can seek full refund. No questions asked, no pressure. You don't have to go any further if you are not interested to go further in the business. So that's another opportunity, another benefit that you get, that you can explore, do your due diligence. But if you think this is not for you, you seek your refund and off you go. But if you are interested, you like what you see, then you go to the next step. So this business offers you so many things that most of the business online wouldn't be offering. So please give yourselves this opportunity, join or pay the $149 and explore what this business is offering, rather than just sitting and waiting for the right time, because the right time is never going to come. So that's all I can say. Thank you, Anisha.
Thank you, Regina. Thank you. So as Regina rightly said, even I came with that same mindset when I joined a year ago, that I will just explore and see if it's something I really want to do. But I'm not going to lose anything because I've got the 30 days where I can invest. And if I don't want it, I'll just get my refund back. But here I am a year later, no refund, just enjoying this whole journey. So thank you very much, everyone on our panel, for being open and sharing your real experiences tonight. And to everyone who's been watching us, I hope you've taken something away from this conversation we've had. You don't have to have everything figured out tonight itself or before starting something new. You take your time. The first steps are simply just being curious, look around, go and inquire, do your own due diligence if you have to. And if you've heard something tonight that has resonated with you, don't feel like you have to make that decision tonight itself. Reach out to any of us. You've got Sunday, Regina, Ila, and myself. Reach out to whoever you think is comfortable and ask your questions. We're always here. You can send us, we've got our links on our names down there as well. So you can just send us an email if you want, or just go onto our websites and you can check us out. So reach out, ask questions, learn more, and decide whether this is right for you. So thank you very much, everyone, for spending your evening with us. And we really appreciate you being here. So have a beautiful night, everybody, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you, ladies. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Good night.